They are not real ambitions. They're emotional fantasies you deploy to get a quick hit of motivation, a temporary feeling of superiority, and a perfect excuse for why your present life isn't good enough. You write down, I will be a millionaire in 12 months. I will have a six-pack, or I will find my soulmate, because the idea of that future person is more comfortable than facing the brutal reality of the person you are today. You love the vision of success, but you are allergic to the process required to get there. Here's the first brutal truth. Your big, flashy goals are a sophisticated form of procrastination. By setting an enormous, distant target, you give yourself permission to feel overwhelmed and confused about where to start. You look at the mountain, and your mind immediately throws its hands up and says, "That's impossible. I'll start tomorrow." The sheer size of the goal acts as a built-in psychological barrier, ensuring your inaction. You're not aiming to achieve the goal, you're aiming to postpone the feeling of failure that would come from trying and making minimal progress. You stay safe and stuck in the phase of planning and dreaming where you feel superior but produce nothing. Think about how this pattern poisons your relationship dynamics. You set a goal for the perfect partner, the one who meets 47 specific criteria, the one who will magically solve all your problems. This goal is bullshit. It's not a blueprint for love, it's a defense mechanism against intimacy. By constantly raising the bar to an impossible height, you ensure that every potential partner fails the test. This allows you to stay emotionally distant, maintain a superior position, and avoid the terrifying vulnerability that comes with truly loving an imperfect, real human being. Your relationship goals are not about finding connection, they're about finding an excuse to remain alone and critical. The shocking realization you need to confront is that you are addicted to the feeling of starting, not the feeling of finishing. That initial burst of motivation, the buying of the journal, the new gym membership, the reading of the inspirational book gives you a massive hit of dopamine. That rush makes you feel like you've already accomplished something, even though you've done nothing of substance. You are a goal-setting junkie, chasing the high of the start line and avoiding the long, tedious marathon of execution. You mistake the feeling of motivation for the evidence of change. The small but powerful mindset shift is this. Your goals don't matter. Your system does. Stop setting massive goals that require mythical levels of motivation. Instead, design a tiny, non-negotiable daily system that forces movement. It doesn't matter what your goal is, the core process is the same. Write 1 paragraph, do 10 push-ups, read 1 page. The goal is not the outcome, the goal is to establish consistency and prove to yourself that you are a person who shows up, regardless of how you feel. Throw out the fantasy, embrace the grind. That's the only way to build a life worth living. You heard that, didn't you? Your goals are bullshit. Now your ego is firing back. But I need a vision, I need something to inspire me. You believe that if you don't aim for the stars, you'll simply settle for the gutter. This fear is understandable, but it's based on a flawed psychological model where motivation is the fuel and goals are the destination. The real model is different. Action is the fuel, and systems are the vehicle. Here's the second brutal truth. Your pursuit of external, destination-based goals is fundamentally eroding your internal happiness. You've tied your self-worth to a future achievement. I will be happy when I hit 6 figures. I will feel worthy when I'm engaged. This means you have consciously decided that you are not allowed to be happy, grateful, or present until that future milestone is met. You have placed your entire emotional well-being on a single, distant, and uncontrollable variable. This is a recipe for chronic dissatisfaction. Even when you hit the goal, the happiness is fleeting because you immediately pivot to the next goal, never pausing to acknowledge the person you had to become to get there. You are a hedonic treadmill addict, forever running toward a finish line that perpetually recedes. Think about this in the context of attraction and relationships. You are constantly evaluating potential partners based on what they can do for your goal. Will this person help me professionally? Are they good on paper? You are treating human beings like puzzle pieces in your life plan. This transactional approach is unattractive because it signals that you are not looking for genuine connection. You are looking for external validation and a power-up. The most attractive people are those who are self-contained, who
who are driven, fulfilled, and complete before they enter a relationship. Their goals are internal, mastery, competency, and integrity, and their partner is an addition, not a solution. Your external goals scream, "I am incomplete, fill me." That is a repellent signal.
Your external goals scream, "I am incomplete, fill me." That is a repellent signal. The shocking realization you need to absorb is that the only goal that truly matters is mastery of your own mind and body in the present moment. Success is not a destination. It is the quality of your daily choices. If your goal is to lose 50 pounds, you have a 99% chance of failure. If your system is, "I will track my food and move my body for 20 minutes today," you have a 100% chance of success, and the 50 pounds will be an inevitable byproduct. Your goals are often vague, emotional, and uncontrollable. Your system is concrete, measurable, and entirely within your control. You're arguing with reality by fixating on what you want instead of focusing on what you must do. The next small, powerful mindset shift is to implement identity-based action. Stop asking, "What goal do I want to hit?" and start asking, "Who is the type of person who achieves that goal, and what tiny thing do they do today?" The person who runs a successful business checks their revenue sheet before checking social media. The person who is physically fit chooses protein over sugar for breakfast. Your daily actions are votes for the person you are becoming. Stop chasing the reward. Start embodying the identity. The result will handle itself. You're standing on the precipice of a profound realization. The only thing holding you back from achieving those bullshit goals is your romantic attachment to the goals themselves. You love the idea of the goal so much that you're willing to sacrifice the reality of the process. This is the final, most sophisticated form of self-sabotage. You are clinging to the map while refusing to take the first step on the road. Here's the final, ultimate truth. Your obsession with achieving goals is actually protecting you from the fear of becoming the person those goals require. Becoming a millionaire doesn't mean having a bank account with 7 figures. It means becoming a person who manages risk, understands value, maintains high energy, and is ruthlessly disciplined with their time. Becoming physically fit isn't about the number on the scale. It's about becoming a person who prioritizes their physical discomfort over their immediate emotional comfort. You fear the necessary transformation of self far more than you fear missing the goal. Your goals are just an excuse to avoid the hard internal identity work. In your relationship life, this translates to settling. You want a high-quality partner, but you are not willing to do the hard work of setting boundaries, walking away from low-quality people, or cultivating the self-awareness required for healthy intimacy. You want the outcome without the emotional labor. High-value relationships are not a goal you achieve. They are a reflection of the operating system you run your life on. If your system is consistent, honest, and high integrity, you will attract and maintain relationships that reflect those qualities. The powerful realization is that the process is the product. The work you do every day is the thing you are actually building. Your true goal is the mastery of the routine. The money, the partner, the physique. Those are just external indicators that you successfully mastered the daily micro-actions. You need to fall in love with the boredom of consistency, the pain of effort, and the small silent victory of showing up when you don't feel like it. The final mindset shift is a simple, non-negotiable command: process over outcome. From this moment forward, your focus is 100% on the smallest, most immediate action required by the identity you want to build. You don't get credit for the idea, you only get credit for the action. Forget the fantasy of the finish line. Embrace the reality of the starting line every single day. Stop dreaming. Start doing. The goal will meet you where you work.